Hello and welcome to another side play. Let's call it that. Me, GamerWolfSix. Benefits. This one, I guess, basically being about Carl and Flynn from Echo doing something together. Ooh woo. Don't know, because I think there's like side stuff for Echo, and then for some reason this is just a standalone side game-ish. And also been trying to debate whether or not I want these to be quick looks, and then like afterwards it'd be a side play, or if I'm just gonna do a side play, I would play it by ear, you know? Because it's like, well, if I do these, like I have several of them, I got like benefits. Oh yeah, and if you want to play this game, it's free on itch.io. Anyways, at least I think it is. And it's like we got benefits, the day it all went wrong, intro, remake of Sileo, the Smoke Room, Halloween and Summer Special, and then Vessels, and it's like, well, do I want to have that going in front of some of the things like, I don't know, what is this? Oh yeah, a new Dawn, Arcane Shop, Bang, X Bang, or would that just be Bang Bang? I don't know. It's like, is it Hunter Hunter or Hunter X Hunter? Flaming Dragon, PMC, Promiscuity, yeah, whatever. Space Pause and Stardust Kids, like, well, we'll see. But anyways, enough of me doing a diatribe or something like that. Let's start this. Ooh ooh. There's a padding in my head that tells me I had a good time last night. Ooh ooh. That thought alone makes even the nausea and thirst completely worth it, especially once the scent that usually comes with a night well spent hits my nostrils. The furred arms around me dull the pain, the muscle on the back of my neck, the licking and kissing sends a warm tingle down my spine. I was just thinking earlier today, I'm against people drinking, but like, if you're gonna drink, it's kind of best to do it in your 20s when you can like recover from it quite easily and mostly remember it. Never had blackouts in my 20s, but then after 30, there's definitely a thing where it's like, yeah, there's scenes missing in my brain. And while most of what happened last night's a blur, I can remember that muzzle perfectly. Morning, princess. I can feel that damn German Shepherd's breath on my neck as he talks to me, the smugness fucking dripping from his voice. I crack open an eye to look at him. Fuck you. Damn, Flynn got some, like, German Shepherd ass? I wouldn't have thought Flynn would be such a playboy because, like, as far as I know, he does Carl, at least a little bit, or plays around with him. He does Leo, you know, spoiler alert, and then now he's got a German Shepherd? I want a German Shepherd. Ryan. I think his name's Ryan. That's one of the few things I remember. Laughs. Can't. I have to go to work soon. Right, he told me he was a mechanic last night. Did you sleep well? Stretching, I grinned back at him. Yeah, until you woke me up. Oh? Well, then, let me make it up to you. His paw, which has been rubbing my chest until now, sinks just a bit lower to my stomach. The things that paw makes me feel cause me to moan a lengthy string of curses that would have made TJ's white fur turn beet red. All I get out of Ryan is a smirk and a raised eyebrow. How would he know he's behind you? And here I was thinking you'd be exhausted after last night. Keeps on going, scratching my stomach in circular motions. Scratching? I mean, I heard it scritches, but is that like an actual word or is that a furry word? Like, what? Yeen isn't a word, but hyena is. Unless you're talking about the fur community. Almost enough to make me go limp instantly. It's like he's relieving an itch I haven't even felt until now. Foul, species features. I hear a tiny voice in the back of my head squeak. And it's right. This is fucking unfair. Huh? But it feels so good. So good, in fact, that I almost don't realize his second hand going even lower. It makes sure. I noticed by bringing his finger right up to my, Right, I might need to censor some of these things. Or at least cover it up. I mean, there's nothing to see on screen, but still. My uwu, rubbing around the edges. I hiss, arching my back against him. Oh, this is the porno music. Well, I guess work can wait just a little. Also, maybe me turn it down a smidge more? Like, I like porno music. Do I? I don't know. I can hear a wet sound as his finger brushes over, a thing. Heck, he's getting wetty. Need to take a picture so I don't forget and go, what's this? Oh yeah, I completely forgot it. And his teeth start nipping at my neck. That's when I stop getting something and start getting something else. You like that? He takes me in his hand. Oh, that's what he meant. I was like, wait, how do you... As soon as it's all, out somewhere. Because lizard people, And he starts doing a thing. And I might not have, outies like most other guys do. But let me tell you, my thing is very sensitive. I'm on the verge of shouting for him to just, do something. Is Flynn a bottom? If you're half as good with, doing something as you are at talking dirty, I'm in for a disappointing experience. Ooh, little lizard's got quite a sharp tongue. He keeps doing a thing, rubbing his stomach the entire time. Heck, he's playing me like a damn fiddle. He played us like a damn fiddle! Sorry, I had to do that meme. Knows exactly where my weak spots are. I can feel my tongue push its way out of my mouth, and before I know it, I'm panting like a damn dog myself, pushing my rear against the guy's, where you'd think it might go, raising my tail and draping it over his back. I guess I would be like, if I was waking up from a hangover, would I want fucky wuckies? Now, granted, I've never actually woken up next to somebody else. Usually they always leave. Sad. But we have good sex. Anyways, seems he likes that, cause he gets me to moan a little in response. I grin. Small victories. Wait, he grins? It doesn't take long for me to start doing a thing. Even less time for me to start feeling something warm and something go against his bottom. Gently at first, but then he starts, doing a thing. He's right there, right hecking there, pushing up against someplace, teasing me. I wish I could just turn around and push him onto his back, but his hold on me is tight. Ooh, I like Tommy guys. Fucking hell, man. I'm getting, near. Pretty sure he can feel it, because I can hear him chuckle again. Probably not much of a surprise, given the way he's nipping and licking and kissing my neck, while I can't do a damn thing but keep grinding my bottom against him. Every time he's got me feeling like I'm about to, do a thing, though, he removes his paw, which he does. Wait, when he does, I push right back against, a thing. Ugh, you want it bad, don't you? He pulls back his, hips for a moment. Once he's, pushed a thing near a thing, I almost instinctively lift a leg. I feel him lean forward. He's panting softly, his tail slowly wagging when my eyes meet his. You ready? Just woo me already. Heh, you got it. Okay, I didn't think there were going to be CGs. I'm just going to do this so I don't have to do as much. There we go. I mean, yeah, I'm still going to have to cover a screen, but still. I don't know. I thought this was just gonna be text. Also, man, Flynn, you're such a bottom. He buries something somewhere. And somebody's, doing a thing in return. I groan as well. Oh, right, I have to select the thing here. With the German Shepherd. His thing might be a woo for it not to sting so much. Though also, man, wouldn't it be nice to be furry? A, you might not always need lube. B, you're clean most of the time. Me, on the other hand, it's like, nope. Though I guess don't eat like a bottom. But there's still lots of them to handle, if you know what I mean. I'm definitely gonna be sore later. Ooh woo. I mean, being sore is nice. As long as it's not like sore like a friend of mine was. Ooh woo. It's doing a thing, putting pressure on someplace. Once he starts moving, something. Wait, they have that in this universe? Huh. Against a thing. I don't know if it'll fit, but part of me can't wait for him to do a thing. I don't think he can either. The pressure keeps building, and he goes faster. I didn't think it was possible, but it's getting, something's changing, if you know what I mean. And it's being hard. His paw sneaks underneath someplace and grabs a thingy. He does the thing and does something else, biting his neck as well. And he's getting rough and passionate. Man, why can't I find a German Shepherd boyfriend? Ooh woo. The main character does the thing. Trying to get as much as, he wants. Heck, he loves this. My friends always get on my ass for being so open with my body, but nothing, absolutely nothing, can compare to this. But it's like, open as in gay? This is Flynn here, right? Right? Heck. I am on. He's getting close. We both are. He holds me tight. Pulls me against his chest. And, does a thing again and again. I shut my eyes tight. Push out a long breath. And do a thing. Hard. Ooh ooh. Heck. I thought I'd be, not doing much after last night. But what I see, what I'm feeling, surprises me. Ryan pushes me onto my stomach with ease. I'm too out of it to really resist or talk back at the moment, and I let it happen, even as he gets me on my hands and knees. Ooh ooh. He leans over me, his furry chest against my back. His face is right next to mine, and we're, panting. Tongues blowing out of our muscles. You've got such a nice bottom. A rump. He grunts, doing something, stretching someplace. When he does, I wince, grabbing the sheets and brace myself. He's stuck for a moment? It will. It's really hecking, turns him on, and I don't really know why. I'm not the type to really let myself be used, but with this guy, things are different. Here it comes. His hips do a thing against mine. Ooh ooh. Actually, that might be more explicit than I want. I don't want to give YouTube the chance of giving me a strike. So that's why I'm like, oh hey, I'm gonna censor the screen and censor the words, and if there's any sort of moaning sounds, censor that. He does a thing into my ear when he does do a thing, or he growls. And he does something several times. My elbows give way, and my face hits the sheets. Ryan makes sure my bottom stays in the air. Flynn, you gay. It takes a little while, Before is not... Heck, I said the word. Gotten small enough for him to, undo a thing. The dog laying down next to me again. I'm a little more than sore, but it's definitely been worth it. And maybe I can get to do that again? You want to do this again sometime? I mean, Ryan looks hot. Just saying. He stirs next to me, and let's go, sitting up on top of the edge of the bed. Just you and me. But what do you mean just... Isn't this just you and me? I turned my head to answer, to look at what I'd said yes to the night before. I'm glad I did. If that goddamn khaki smirk of his hadn't made me want to pin him to the bed, and... Gonna have to maybe censor that. Hank him all last night. It'd been those muscles. Wait, it'd been those muscles? He's not just in shape. He's fucking built. Firm muscles, amazing definition, and a firm, curvy ass. Right underneath, a fluffy tail. I can't believe my luck sometimes. I blink and work my jaw, looking out the window. After that little show, I'd been an idiot not to. I take a deep breath. Usually, I don't go for seconds, but... Alright, sometime next week? I follow his example, trying to spot my boxers between all the beer cans on the floor. Same time next week. He flashes me a grin, slipping back into his underwear. I get a good look at that cute ass of his when he does. On the nightstand, my phone lights up. With its dim light, the brightness of the screen nearly heckin' blinds me. It isn't half as bad as the buzzing, which on the wooden nightstand is startling enough to make me jump through the goddamn ceiling. Once my eyes have adjusted to the bright light, I take a look at the screen. It's showing Carl's contact picture, the one where he's holding one of those veggie burgers from the diner and looking at the camera like he's about to fall asleep. I remember Jenna trying to get him to change it right before they left for college. Wait, if I thought like the person you change whatever the picture is on the other end, right? Then I guess you do have a picture of somebody that, Exchange looks with Ryan and he nods, tosses his shirt over his broad shoulders. I pick it up. There's a weird sound on the other end. At first, I think it's static, but when I listen more closely, it sounds like he's holding the phone too close to his muzzle. Flynn here. You can hear a relieved sigh. Hey, it's Carl. His voice sounds hoarse. I don't know if it's because of the drugs or if there's something else going on, but I don't want to give him shit about it while Ryan's still here in the room with me. I could tell. Could you... He paused for a moment. When he continues, he's talking a bit louder, with more enthusiastic tone in his voice. Wanna hang out at my place today? So it begins. And it is kind of weird that when it comes to my list of commissions, I haven't had a German Shepherd on my thing before. Ooh woo. Just thinking about policemen German Shepherds. Too bad police uniforms are sexy, but the people in them can be just no bueno people. Carl's house is only a short drive away from mine. Oh, so were you guys at a place? For some reason I thought you were at a hotel. It's a drive I made many times ever since I got my driver's license. Almost one I could make with my eyes closed, given the fact there's fuck all to do on the road in Echo. Once you get to the general area, Carl's house isn't that hard a spot. It's a goddamn mansion. Not many of those in Echo. Man, I wouldn't want to drive after a night of drinking. It always surprised me to see just how well kept the place is. You'd think they'd have a household staff working day and night to keep the house looking this fresh. But no, it's just Carl's parents and a whole lot of cleaning supplies. I straighten out my jacket, hastily stuffing Ryan's business card in my pocket before I get out of the truck. But I walk up to the front door and ring the bell. No one answers. No footsteps. No sounds of clopping hooves that indicate Carl's rushing down the stairs to say hello. A few moments pass, and I try again. No reply this time either. Carl? I shrug, thrust my hand into my pockets of my jacket, and round the corner into Carl's backyard. I don't know when this is supposed to take place in regards to the Echo universe. I guess it's just, sorry, reading yawns. Okay, it's weird. I thought he had stuff here. I guess I was, talking and went somewhere. Benefits. I'll read the synopsis later, I guess. He's there. Carl's sitting there in one of his mom's fancy lawn chairs, eyes red, a blunt in his hand. He doesn't even notice me when I walk up to him, and it takes a wave of my hand in front of his face for him to finally turn his head to look at me. Hey, Flynn. His voice is low, and he's got a raspy edge to it. To anyone unfamiliar with Carl, it sounds like he has a throat infection or something, but I know for a fact it's the drugs. I frown. Hey? Is that all you have to say? He leans back in his chair, his eyes closing, hand on the blunt at his side. I got a couple of other things in my mind, but it's a little too early for that. I roll my eyes and sit down in the empty chair next to him, hands still in my pockets. Carl doesn't say much as I stretch my legs and look at him from the corner of my eye, ooh leaking from my bum. He puts the blunt out, and judging by the look in his eyes, he seems like he's slowly coming back to the land of the living. He's as alert as he'll ever be. Hope I didn't scare you. You getting up before noon? You getting up before noon is the scary part. Well, today was the exception. Mom insisted on calling me to let me know they made it to the motel at 6 in the morning. Yeah. He yawns. Must have been a harrowing journey, flying in first class. I hear they serve you water in champagne glasses. Where'd they go this time? They're on some trip to the other side of the country. Something about promoting the brand of course, they left me here. Which you're terribly upset about, I'm sure. Excuse me? Carl frames an offended expression. It's tough, being a rich kid home alone. Free beer, as much peach as I could eat. This whole place all to myself. I mean, it does seem like a bit of a thing, but being like, hey, if you have a bit of a problem with substance abuse and there's just free alcohol just in the place, it's like, and no one to be like, hey, maybe you should cut back on it, or, judge you. It's like, you can, just, abuse substances. Good thing you got me to carry a bit of the burden then. Yeah. He shrugs, his expression settles into a wry smile. Who else can put up with me all day, right? Attaboy. I grin, putting a hand on his shoulder. It seems to get Carl out of his daze, as his eyes now focus on mine. They're a clear kind of green, a pretty kind. Carl gets a bit too much meat on his bones, but there are times when he actually looks kind of cute. Not that I'd ever tell him that, of course. I only notice. I've been staring a little while Carl pulls back, the rim raising one of his brows. I said put up with me, not put it in me. I don't think you'd mind either way. He shrugs in return, smirking. Maybe I wouldn't. Doesn't mean you can just molest me whenever you want. It do be like that. We share a chuckle, neither of us adding words to the exchange. Carl looks over to the large tree in the middle of the yard and sharply inhales through his nostrils. The silence we share is pleasant, comfortable. People like Jenna and Leo always want to talk about everything though. Me and Carl, we don't always need words to enjoy each other's company. God, that is always a nice thing when you can be like, hey, I don't need to talk all the time, just hanging out and vibing is pretty nice, you know? It's part of why I like hanging out with him. He sits up a bit straighter, like a machine suddenly spring back to life. Have you talked to Leo at all lately? The question makes me grit my teeth. Leo's been a difficult subject when it came to conversation since Chase left. Okay, I'm guessing this is like after Chase went to college and after when Carl came back from college, after he had, you know, social anxiety and all that stuff. The way Carl's looking at me, he's already figured out the answer I want to give him. You haven't. He lets out the longest sigh I've heard all week. Me neither. Tried calling him earlier, you know, to see if he wanted to hang out with us, right after I called you. He didn't pick it up, so I texted him, no dice. Gotta love it when you message people and you never hear back. Sorry for like other tangents. Like, these days I'm much more like chill with that, being like, hey, we're close friends. I message you and I'm left on red, or just don't hear back for like a week or something like that. But man, when I was younger, like, that would definitely get to me, especially when a friend's like, I'm busy, but then would leave you on red within like half an hour, but wouldn't message you from one end of the month to the other. And it really sucked because I thought we were best friends, and it's like, really? You're busy enough, you're too busy to message me, but not busy enough to, you know, be on, you know, email or whatever every, what, 30 minutes? Chase leaving sure did a number on him. Tell him about it. Guy's kind of a little crazy if you ask me. I mean, I like him a lot, but, you know, it's almost as unhealthy as your eating habits. Oh, hardy har. He punched my arm. Honestly, I deserve that. So, yeah, I guess it's just the two of us for now. Which is probably for the best. Having Leo around would have just made things awkward. You want to go inside for a bit? Well, that's getting close to time. I was going to just take a quick looky-loo here. It's weird that, you know, it says version 0.01, but I feel like this thing's like hecking finished. Originally posted on Patreon as bonus story number 5 benefits. This is a short visual novel centered around the characters Flynn and Carl from Echo. Is recommended you play Echo first before experiencing this VN. Well, I've done all the routes in Echo except for Flynn's. It's amazing how like I was able to go through Carl's within the week. I don't know, I had a moment where I was like, hey, I can do all this shit. Nice. And not be like, I'm mentally not great. Which is, you know, a bit too much sometimes. Is this going to be a thing where it's going to be like, hey, the save file, okay, separate save files? Because I remember like in one of these games, maybe not this one specifically, but in like something where like the main thing had a save file, and then like I played a different game and it still had the same save file system for some reason. I can't really think of which one that would be. Like Adastra and Kamina and Terra, maybe? Just really surprised that Chemo Coliseum had all that save data there. It was like, I can't believe I deleted all that. I have to play the game again. But at least I know how to cheat to, like, you know, get better levels, so, you know, I can one-shot guys. Though trying to grind for materials is a huge pain. Because of course it is. So that's gonna be the end of this side play. Or I guess quick look. Like, it could be a quick look. And, you know, it goes in the side play thing. Yeah. So, end of this one. So, please comment, because I like comments. Tell me if you like, dislike, tips, tricks otherwise. If you like my YouTube, sorry, reading yawns, and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to grow. And please remember the main animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available for free on itch.io. But they also have other games which, you know, you can either get for free or get earlier if you give them $3 a month, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, anyways. Until next time, another side play / quick click, me, GamerWolfSix, of, you know, benefits. So thanks and see ya.